So let's say somebody, what percentage of people who, because I know tons of people who want to start a business and they got a great idea. What percentage of people do you think make it through that first wave?
So from like application to getting a loan. So I can tell you historically, so for Bankable's perspective, we have about a 33% approval rate.
Okay.
So, and we are more flexible, more open than a bank would typically be. So you're going to be even, it's going to be even tougher at a bank.
So you do the personal finance check, the 4 C's, and then what other documentation are you requesting after that point? And then how do you deem something as like, oh, this is a potentially good business? And then maybe what would you deem like, we don't believe in this business, I guess, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think, we're going to ask for a personal financial statement. We're going to ask for personal tax returns. We're going to ask for business tax returns if the business has been in business already. So these are all the kind of these required documents. We will, we may ask for a business plan and projections if, especially if what you're doing is kind of different or unique.
Yeah.
If you're starting a lawn care business, we may not need a business plan. We kind of understand how the business works. You got to go out and get accounts and you're going to mow the garden. It's like, but if you have something pretty unique, a unique concept, we want to see that you've really thought about it. So, I think those are from a required document standpoint, that's really it. And then we would kind of take that to our underwriting team, underwriters, the terminology, and the underwriter is going to be looking at, ratios and, debt service coverage ratios and cash flow and just trying to understand, how much wiggle room do you have to be able to repay this loan? And the SBA it's really a requirement on lenders that we don't make loans that don't cash flow.
Yeah.
So there are situations, and this happens fairly often, where someone says, I've got this great collateral. Put up this collateral. I want the loan. But if we look at the loan, we're like, but we don't think this is going to make money. We don't think you can actually cash flow the payment. We don't want to take your home or your vehicle or your equipment, whatever the collateral is. We don't want to take that. That's not the goal here. So it has to cash flow.
Yeah. You're not like venture capital. Like someone says, oh, I have this idea for a social network and my goal is to basically spend a ton of money and then hopefully sell it. It's like, okay, it's got to have some sort of income that's going to like cover the bills. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So, a question I had was, can you remember the worst business idea you've had an application for?
Oh man,
we're not going to mention specific names or anything, but
can
you remember one? It's like, well, or maybe someone like that was fully just trying to take advantage.
Yeah, that's a good question. So there's one business that comes to mind often is this, and I think it relates to maybe a good general business concept, but somebody had a building. Yeah. They had a building in there and thought, okay, we're going to have a hair salon in this corner of the room, and then we're gonna sell like hot dogs over here, and we're gonna sell like just a bunch of completely unrelated. We're gonna sell hand-me-down clothing, like a Goodwill portion on this side of the business. It was just kind of like you haven't identified a customer. Like who is your target customer and why would they come? It was just kind of like, we're going to do everything,
just sit down, come and get a pedicure, have a free hot dog.
I guess what I'm describing is Walmart in a sense. So it's like, I guess it's worked out for them, but this particular client was not Walmart. So I think,
I want to compete with Walmart specifically.